on, guys. I'll be right with you. Well, good evening, everybody. I'll tell you what, I am one whooped puppy. That heat up there at that Odell Lake just got me, I'll tell you. I had to actually back off after that big day of fishing and catching all those fish and stay in the shade for a minute, right? It was pretty warm up there, but man, what a beautiful place and what a great time I had. And I'll get back to saying what I got to say about that whole thing. Without further ado, I'm going to get into the fishing report so you don't have to sit around and watch the whole video. So listen, the ocean right now, as I was driving back from Odell Lake, is just a mud hole. So if you plan on going out, even if after it calms down, I wouldn't. It's just nasty, gnarly. It's gonna take a few days for it to calm down because it's so hot in the valley that it's just sucking all the air and moisture into this. And so it's just gnarly out there, you guys. I see that Chasing Chrome is in. All right. Well, and then that's the first one that comes up, and it's not showing it, so I don't get what's going on there. But anyway, so I'm not really worried about all that. So listen, the Upper Lakes once again are producing fish. I saw some brookies that came out of the Lapine area. Oh my God, were they gorgeous! Um, so the Upper Lakes, probably your best bet. There's not a lot of fires up there. It's not really smoky, so I would recommend getting up there into those Cascades and hitting some of those lakes up there for those trout because they are very hungry. So now the kokanee fishing. Let me tell you something. That was extraordinary. I watched boats just rake them in. Okay. So that fishing's really good. I saw Mackinaw that were caught. I will say this: they are on their spawn right now. I think we should probably leave them alone. If you catch them, make sure you release them, let that air bubble out of them, and get them back down there so that they can spawn to make more. Okay, so now let's go into our valley rivers. Let me tell you something. There's some steelhead showing up. I'm seeing reports across the board, up and down the valleys, that they have steelhead in there. So if you have your favorite steelhead fishing spot in those valleys, I would recommend going to go visit that this weekend. I don't think you'll be disappointed. The spring Chinook, as I said last time, I think that they're ready to sit back, get onto the nest, and start pairing up and all the rest of that. If you want to go catch them, I think that they're going to be pretty dark. So, that's, I get it. They don't spawn with their mouth. So you can go ahead and let them go afterwards. Just, watch what kind of hooks you use and all the rest of that. I prefer barbless. But anyway, so that all being said, the crabbing now. So with the water being as dirty as it is, those crab, if the tides stay the way that they're going to stay right now, they're not really big swings, you guys. So I'm going to go out and do some crabbing in my boat and try to feed my whole family that's in from Utah. And let me tell you something, I'm just excited about them being here. Those ladies are having the time of their life. There's nothing wrong with a good crab feed at the end of it. And my buddy Dustin's going to help. So we'll probably end up doing a big old crab boil and probably add some of all those kokanee that I caught, right? Nigel, the guy that I got to fish with, told me of a recipe that you take so much of the kokanee, you smoke it a little bit, and then you take so much of the kokanee and you put it in with the crab and you make a crab patty. So I'm really looking forward to making some of those up, and I'll let you guys know how that goes. As well as that, I'm editing the video right now for Odell Lake Take a Veteran Fishing. I'm very excited about it, you guys. What a great event. I got to go up and just be one of the guys, hang out in one of the campsites that the guys were all camped out in. And man, did I get to meet some absolutely fabulous people, young, old, middle aged. It was an amazing experience. Here at our fish camp here, I had quite a few people that fish at our fish camp from August on. And, it was just like being at home up there, you guys. Um, the Shelter Cove, let me tell you something about those people. Um, I have absolutely nothing but great things to say about them. They made sure that they were able to accommodate my boat last minute, of course, because that's how I do everything. So last minute, of course, and they got my boat in. My boat was safe. It was easy to get it in, even with the winds. So I highly recommend if you're going to go up there. Now, listen, it's tough to get a spot because they're limited on spaces. But if you call them, they're going to tell you when you can come in and all the rest of it. And I highly recommend that you take it because that Shelter Cove literally has everything up there that you need. I forgot hair shampoo and was able to buy hair shampoo, and they got showers. So I was able to take a shower, get cleaned up. So it was just it was a fantastic experience. Listen, guys, I also forgot my tent, which would be me, right? So, but I did bring my fly, so I set my fly up. Was able to sleep out pretty much in the elements. Put my cot down, put my 40-degree sleeping bag down because I got the heavier and lighter. But that 40 was just perfect for up there. I put a blanket comforter over the top of me, and I ended up actually taking that comforter off because I was sweating. It was so warm. The mosquitoes were not too bad. So if you're on the upper lakes up there, I still recommend bringing some mosquito spray for yourselves, but you'll be okay. All right, so I'll let you guys know on the Friday night bait lab how the crabbing went. So we'll have a more in-depth report with that. So I would say as this weather calms down, this wind event, I would say that we're going to be into some extraordinary fishing. So be watching for those 5 to 10 mile an hour winds, right? And that the waves are that 4 to 5 foot, right? If you start seeing that on the reports, guys, it's time to go fishing, right? I would give it a couple of days because I know it's still going to blow and then get into that. All right, so there's your guys' fishing report. They're still head around. There's still salmon to be caught. We're looking forward to August. We don't even know what the salmon are doing out there, but with all that tea-colored water, when I was commercial fishing, that's what we looked for, right? Was that tea-colored water. We actually had a plane that would go up and fly around and find that tea-colored water for us, and we beat feet there and just go catch the salmon so that we could, make a living at it with a very expensive boat. So, okay, so all of that said and done. So, guys, I hope that you enjoyed that report. Now, I got to experience something that was just beyond belief. So, I set up to go out fishing for the veterans at Odell Lake. As you guys know, the week before I was getting everything set up and getting prepared to go up there. Once I got there, all of my accommodations were handled by Shelter Cove perfectly. It took me a matter of just about a minute and a half, really. I was there. They gave me everything that I needed, all the information that I needed, and I was back setting up my camp. The next morning, because I was tired, because I didn't get out until about noon, and then had to drive up there, which from the coast is about a 3.5 hour drive. So as I'm doing all this, um, it was very nice to get there and have everything taken care of for me. So that all I had to do was go back to the campsite. It had plenty of room so I could back my boat in, unload, get my stuff set up, even though I didn't bring the stuff that I needed. I was able to make do with what was there. The facilities were excellent. There was plenty of restrooms. It's just a really, really good place. You'll see the people up there working around. Um, the boat ramp super easy to use. I don't care if you have a big boat or a small boat. Very easy to use. The moorings were very, very easy to use. So if you guys get a chance to go up to Odell, give Shelter Cove a call and say that. And then they also help support the veterans for the Take a Veteran Fishing. So while I was there, I was just at one of the regular campsites, just like one of the regular people that were there. We had some vets come in from another organization that I did not actually know about. Let me tell you something. I was thoroughly impressed with what those people are doing, and I hadn't heard of them. It was amazing to me that I actually haven't heard of them because that I look for veterans things to sponsor, right? Let me put it this way: in future videos, there will be some stories about those guys. I just enjoyed hanging out with them. They watched after me. I watched after them. We ate good food together. Just had a really, really, really good time, you guys. So, listen, I see that I have one person in on the live. I don't know what we have on the Facebook. So, I'm going to go ahead and share this out. And if I could count up to 20 people between the two, right? If I can get up to 20 people on Facebook and on YouTube. Here, I'll tell you what I'll do, okay? Um, I'm making some pretty custom lures right now, okay? And this custom lure right here, which is a pink, yellow, and a green, and then it's got a pink and a chartreuse, or it's chartreuse pink, yellow, or chartreuse pink, and green. I'll tell you what, if I can get up to 20 people up in between Facebook and the Godsend Fishing Adventures, and you say salmon, I will make 3 of these custom lures as a giveaway. If you say kokanee, I will make you up the Coke Smoker. And let me tell you guys something. Those kokanee chewed all of the tails off of that one that I had, and they still kept on biting it. So I know that the Coke Smoker works because I caught over 16 fish myself on it. So, and that's our policy. If we're not catching fish on it, we're just not going to do, we're just not going to put it out. I could use those for many different things. This is a steelhead killer, you guys. Um, and then when we make the bigger one, we use it for that. So I'm not really interested in that market. I mean, I'll put it out because that I know what I check the prices of lures up there. You know, they weren't the Shelter Cove wasn't gouging. It was the guys that were making the lures that they were pretty damn expensive. And when you're running 6 rods out the back and it's $10 a lure, that's $60 just in lures. And we're not talking about the flashers that are $15, all the rest of it. So I'm going to work on making that a little bit more affordable. But that will stay in store. I'll probably do a little bit of the online stuff. Good evening, Mr. Flanders. So I'll probably do a little bit of stuff online. But once you have to pay that $5 in shipping, it's just killing us, right? That's why I know I'm not receiving a bunch of orders. So the godsendfishing.net, you guys need to go in and take a look around in there. There's some good stuff in there, you guys, and we know it works. If you guys want some custom stuff done, you need to join the Friday night lives on Godsend Fishing Bait Labs, right? And that'll be on Godsend Adventures. Oh, okay, I see. Maybe I'm starting this a little bit too early because I see that now we're starting to get some people in. But like I said, I'm just going to go ahead and run it down and give the fishing report, tell you guys what's up. So if you're interested in kokanee fishing and want the giveaway for the Coke Smokers, put kokanee in the comments. And if we get up to 20 between the two, I'll do the giveaway. Joe and I will do a drawing and I'll announce it on the Friday Night Live and plus get in touch with the person that's going to get the giveaway. Okay, so now all of that said, I got a phone call today from a young man that has been around this company for 2 years now, and he was very, very excited about what he was discovering. There's going to be some very interesting things happening for our guides because that I've looked at the services that were out there, and I was not impressed. So I started hollering. I said, hey, we need to make this a little bit more accessible for everybody, as I told you guys on the last live. Well, not the last live, but the live before. So that is coming. We'll wait and see how all that develops. I'm pretty sure that Chasing Chrome will be the first one up on that service. And let's support that. I'll start sharing that out once that all starts happening. Um, Jeff Stroger set the mold and molds that, listen, I found something out about the banana weight, which I could go over there if you guys don't mind. I'm going to go grab those real quick. So I wanted to show you guys this. So Jeff had a mold sitting around for the banana weight. Okay, and listen, I found something out this weekend as we were up there fishing. I was fishing with Dawn on Sunday morning. That was the live that we did. And Dawn had the banana weight on, which is this guy right here, right? And I was running the dropper round ball, the cannonball down, and guess who was getting more bites? He was getting more bites, and I do believe that was due to that banana weight. First, it's more inline than putting the dropper down. Right, it looks more natural. So I'm looking forward of getting these built. I still have to call Jeff. Um, I still have to call Jeff and say, hey, Jeff, do I got to put a line through on these for the smaller fish? I'm pretty sure we don't. But once we get into the bigger boys, yeah, I think we may have to put a line through. So I'll be calling him and getting some stuff from him. So we have those coming as well. The halo bead is going to be made in a 16 millimeter now. And it's just about time where when our fish start going up the river, you guys will be enjoying that 16 millimeter, especially for those coho up in the river. When they're not hitting the spinners like this is going to be a coho killer. You guys are going to be glad you're using this because it's just got every color that they want. So that's a no-brainer. Um, so those new things are coming. Of course, I can't do those the halo beads on a live because that's a proprietary mold that we had built, and we're not going to share that technology with everybody. So all of that said, now we're rounded up to that 20 minutes, you guys, and I like to keep it a little bit shorter on Monday night, so that way we can go out, get on with our night and all the rest of it, get ready for our week. But I'm telling you right now, I would check the reports, I would call your charters and all the rest of that. But if you want to go out this weekend in the ocean, I think even chasing the salmon, they're going to have so much silt in their gills that they're just not going to be happy. So I would recommend some of the higher mountain stuff. Go out and maybe chase a chrome or steelhead because they are out there. But yeah, maybe go chase a summer steelhead because they are around. But I would recommend the higher lakes and getting up there and enjoying some of that. I have my drift boat out there, you guys, and it handled everything just fine. I put the trolling motor on, and he used that motor right there to steer my boat around with that trolling motor. I just set it in the right speed in the right place and used my motor just to steer the boat, right? It was too easy, you guys, and it was too beautiful. So, all right, everybody. I'm going to say, please, I hope that we get 20 in. If you guys don't start sharing this out, this stuff's just going to sit here and keep piling up, you guys, because I'm not going to stop making baits. I'm going to keep on making baits. So, but the prize, oh, I wanted to show this. So, Joe is working now on these type of guys, right? They're white or they're black. We've got two of these. So we might start kicking some of these kind of stickers out for you guys as giveaways. So we're working on it. It's all coming because you guys know how I am. I want it to be as easy and as best that works for you guys as well as it does for us. So, I just don't want to go pushing something and, it not work for you guys and not work for us. So, we are working on some stickers. Joe's got the first piece of equipment, which she spent a lot of hours on trying to figure out. It's a brother's guy. So, I can't wait to see what comes out from that, you guys. All right. Well, I'm not seeing a whole lot of questions, and I've got a feeling that these guys are going to be piling up. Um, That's fine. Somebody will eventually end up winning a really nice prize package. So, but I wanted to do a couple of giveaways tonight, but it just doesn't look like it's going to happen. So, let's hope that Facebook, because, oh, by the way, the Facebook is rounding 3,000, you guys. We're at 2,855. And that's on the Kurt Sandin, not the God sent Kurt Sandin, but just the regular Kurt Sandin. And we're rounding to 3,000 on that. And at that 3,000, I'll be doing a big giveaway, you guys. So yeah, don't think that I won't be doing that. Oh, okay. So here we go. Now, Mr. Flanders is the first one besides Garrett and the boys that actually come into the shop. He says, Kurt, I'm going to message you a picture of a lure that my son and I make that works great for rockfish. Okay, so they make it. So here's one for you. Because that Mr. Flanders has been around with us for so long, if he wants to put them in the store because that we know they work, well, then we will definitely ask him, whatever you can spare, we'll buy and make sure that the fishermen get them. Uh, yeah, you guys. Let's try to get up the. I think we're at 198 on the YouTube, the Godsend Adventures. Let's try to boost that up a little bit too. I've been working with Google still. Eventually, that store will be up on there so that as I'm in the bait lab on Friday night, we'll be able to show the baits. And I'm working on TikTok right now so that we can do that Friday night bait lab across Godsend Adventures and Kurt Sandin on Facebook and Kurt Sandin on TikTok. And that's that Friday night where I want to make us some custom stuff. Uh, yeah, like and share, everyone. Please double tap your screen. Mr. Flanders is letting me know. I'm letting you guys know. Double tap it. I'm not really too worried about the algorithms. I'm more worried about the people that. I'm not worried. I'd rather service the people that are coming in and enjoying the lives anyway. So that's my priority. But if you like it, subscribe it. I guess it helps us eventually somewhere somehow. I'm not seeing any benefit from it yet, but okay. Um, so all of that said, all of that stuff that's happening, it's just going to play out over a period of time, you guys. And I'm really excited about what's going on. I'm not ever going to not be excited about it because it's an adventure to me. And I hope that, the stuff that we're doing and sharing together, I hope that's an adventure for you guys too, so that you can plan it and know what you're doing. Because I have been doing some traveling. In the store, I've got stuff set up. But listen, guys, I still have like 3 days: Sunday afternoon, Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. And Thursday, I'm not opening till night. So I could come home Thursday morning. So listen, I still plan on being out doing adventures, right? And sharing those adventures and saying, hey guys, there's some fish to be caught over here, and here's what happened. So, if your friends would like to know about that, please, share it out to them and let them see it. All right, everybody. We're rounding up to the time that I like to quit. I'd like to say thank you to Take a Veteran Fishing on Odell and Nigel. Nigel, I had a great time. I do not want that friendship to go by the wayside. I will be working on that. I can't wait to get Nigel down here and get him stuck on a salmon down here, one of those hot ones that just came out of the ocean, right? That's going to be fun. All right, everybody. Please like and subscribe. Let's see if we can get Facebook up to 3,000, and let's see if we can get Godsend Adventure over 200. If we do, I'll make some custom stuff, you guys, and you'll get some custom stuff as a free gift. I'm really looking forward to the stickers too, right? They're two colored, so it's pretty much whatever your boat wants, right? Or whatever the back window of your car wants. So I'm pretty excited about that too. That's going to be fun as well. And it's not always just going to be Godsend. I might be doing some Bigfoot stuff or whatever we decide that's going to be fun, right? My wife is very creative, and I think that she's going to enjoy this. So yeah, we've got that coming. But most important, you guys, be aware of what we're about to put out for our guides. Let me tell you something. You guys are going to like this service. Your friends from out of state, when they want to come and go fishing and they want to go with a guide, they'll be able to go into one site, find out what open seats are open that somebody may have canceled, and save a little money too. So, yeah, it's going to be a really interesting place, you guys. So, I'm really excited about what's happening with that. All right, everybody. This is Godsend Fishing telling all of you happy hooking. Thank you, Take a Veteran Odell, for giving me an adventure and letting me enjoy it. I had the time of my life. I miss my wife, but that's okay. I'll make up for that now. Godsend Fishing, happy hooking, and over and out, everybody. May you have a great week. And I'll see you Friday night for the live.